Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming back to the Chanel's 40s World, where we do the Married to Medicine reviews, recaps as well. So basically, we're going to go over the last finale of the reunion, Married to Medicine Season 4, Episode 16, Reunion Part 2. I'm just going to say this second half was totally devoted to an eye-opening experience for Lisa Nicole and how her husband, with her going back looking at all the clips from this season, really was an ass. And then she can definitely see why the ladies were getting on her so hard and staying on her because she was really uh, fucking naive that her husband had her back. But in actuality, he never did. It was always self-serving him and making her look all crazy. And he really didn't care about those repercussions. So she see that she has to do a lot of work trying to get that trust and connection back. Personally, I don't think she's ever going to get it back. I don't even think she really had it from day one with this man. So my thoughts is for her to fall all the way back, fuck having another baby, and probably look about getting out of her marriage in a sense because it's too much, or her living with the idea that her husband's going to be a messy man and it's always going to be that attachment, whether he's gay or not, whether he's with a woman or whether is he with a man when he's not with me. Oh, he's just going to totally lie to me and I'm going to have to accept it because the women ain't having it. It was an eye-opening experience for you tonight to see exactly how your husband get down and what he says behind your back. And this is an ongoing thing. The ladies are basically saying, don't fake the phone. Now, if you want to come to them, you want their sympathy, come with some truth. And as we're women, we always running our mouths, trying to get stuff off our chest, not for somebody else to go tell our business, because we should be telling our own tea and taking the repercussions that follow, not somebody else giving that information out freely to others. So, ladies, we are guilty of that. I am also, but we are working on one another, right? And ourselves. So, the second piece goes to Dr. Jackie really giving her husband an out on really live television. Basically putting him on blast like, look, this is who I am. I'm not going to change for you. I'm not doing anything where I'm not giving a lot. Because Dr. Jackie has given a lot, showing all the seasons that I've watched and this currently last one. She has always been the one who had to take the brunt of giving up on her dreams, her desires just to please her husband. And it's like he knows the idea of having a child. She does not have that experience, nor he wants to give it to her. It's always like, I'm self serving, I'm the king. If I say this, that's going to go, you're going to have to fall in line with that. And that's basically it. And that's just not how marriage works. There's no give and take with Curtis. You either have to do what he say, don't respond, and let's live life. Dr. Jackie, she's tired of that shit. So for her friends to be on one side saying, don't give up your marriage, they don't live with you. They don't understand what you go through on a day-to-day basis, mentally, socially, and physical, and how that just totally drains you. And you find peace and serenity when you're away from this man and away from the relationship, when you're doing your own thing, which is your practice and being Captain Save a Hole for the world or for the GYN world community. Anyway, so that was a good thing. And I think the women should rally around her and support her decision that, hey, she pretty much is fucked in her marriage and she's tired of being alone in the marriage and going places by herself because she has not a choice. She's not going to start living her life just because Curtis wants to be dominating and, won't be sensitive to her needs. I mean, she's not really that old to produce a baby, but, she was up to the opportunity to actually adopt a baby. He was shutting that shit down. So I was like, okay, Dr. Jacket on told us, look, bro, if you want to go, you go ahead. Because I already got my financial situation looking mighty good. The only thing that you can get of me is cute conversation and your dick when I need to feel, that orgasmy type substance that only a man can give me. Other than that, hell, I don't even really like fucking you no more. And that's just what it is. love me or leave me, but I'm not giving and I'm not making any more um what do you call it? Sacrifices for your ass. So I was here for Dr. Jackie on that. I'm like, okay, I ain't gotta hear from her no more tonight. Cause we know she done made up her mind. Either he gonna come in touch with himself and what she needs, he can bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. And let's see, the other part was I guess everybody feeling sorry for Lisa that she really did not know what was going on and she didn't want to pay attention to what the ladies were trying to tell her on the street and pretty much in her circle. But now she had to face it because it was in black and white and in color that Darren gets down with nothing but lies. And, it just is what it is. Nobody's going to fake the phone with you because you decide you want to listen to all his lies. If you want to come with them straight and say, I love my husband. I really don't want to give up on him. I know he's this, that, and the third, but I just love his black ass. You know what I'm saying? Then women can be like, okay, well, you just going to be stupid in a relationship. If you love it, I like it. I'll put up with it just because of you. But don't become crying on our shoulders because we don't told you what to do. And this, that, and the third. So let's just talk about something else. We're gonna give you another storyline because we definitely don't want to hear from you unless you gonna set up in your mind you get a divorce and we're gonna support you so you can have somebody in your life that's loving, supporting, and don't care if you get married or not, and they want to have the baby, not to make you happy, but just to be a family unit, and that's what you both want. So that is what it is on my take of the reunion this time. It didn't give me a lot of chuckles, because my last review, I was just everywhere and couldn't even get my words out because it was just so hilarious how these women were going back and forth with one another. But let's go on and get into this last part of the show, which was Married to Medicine Season 4, Episode 16, Reunion Part 2. First, we have Andy show some shade from this current season to start the show, the clips and things of that nature. Then we go to Quad laughs at Mariah calling her a Mrs. Potato Head during those bonus clips that they gave us from this season. Then we have Mariah says the ladies throw shade, but when it comes back, when she's throwing the shade back at them, they can't take it. Then Dr. Heavenly, of course, the show would not be really watchable if she wasn't in it. Dr. Heavenly tells Mariah, you have been wanting the group to hate Quad for so long, and she's mad, or meaning Mariah's just mad because they chose Quad to be friends with than Mariah, and that's basically what she's mad about. You know what I'm saying? Then Dr. Simone don't want a relationship with Mariah. And asks, are y'all ever gonna get back together to where y'all are at the place where y'all once was? And Dr. Simone is basically dancing around it, thinking around it, and not really coming to terms. Say, hell no, she don't want Mariah back in a circle because she just really feels Mariah is a shit starter, and that is really it. And I'm like, she has told us in several of her clips in the season that it's not the same, and she don't know how to repair their relationship because they're both in different books. They're not reading the same book. So how are you gonna connect back with somebody when she's reading Tom Sawyer and you're reading Moby Dick? You know what I'm saying? It just don't go. So Dr. Simone should have just been said, no, the relationship is really irreparable. I can take with her as far as being on the cast of the show, but it would just be small talk going along because I don't trust her. I would not hang out with her after the show. It just is what it is. So that's what she should have pretty much said instead of just, dancing around and stuff. Then Dr. Hamlin bursts out and tells Andy like about Mariah's talking about Simone's teeth. So she pretty much wanted to get on Mariah's ass about trying to call somebody buck mouth or, their teeth. It's picking at their whole, excuse me, appearance. And she didn't like that. So Dr. Heavenly tells Mariah, your breath stink. I was like, if it ain't the mama jokes or the breath jokes, I don't know what I would do with Dr. Heavenly. She just gives me life and entertainment. Oh my goodness. Mariah tells Dr. Heavenly she is tired and dusty looking. Dr. Heavenly say, no, honey, that's your mama. I was like, oh my Lord. The mama jokes and the breath joke. I live for it. I really do. I be looking for Dr. Hamlin for a comeback. And she don't disappoint me. Don't disappoint me at all. Then Andy tries to tell during the interview, to tell the ladies, we ain't doing no mama jokes. We ain't talking about no mama. You know, he's trying to be country as well as southern with it. But I'm like, Andy, shut up. You open up the door, and yes, all the ladies have walked in on your ass, and they're going to tell their side. Okay. Then we go to where Mariah says to Evelyn, you had weight struggles, and now you're down to a good weight, and now you're being two-faced. You're talking about other people and their weight problems, and that's not good. You were basically a nicer person when you were fat. She had took that from her confessionals. And I was like, okay. So then Dr. Jackie tells Mariah as a what you meant by being a puppet master. And Jackie pretty much tells Mariah, no, Mariah, it's your lack of intellect or your intelligence to even try to interpret what I was trying to say. You were all wrong. Dr. Jackie tells, it's your undertone, your body language that makes people want to be negative towards you. I mean, Dr. Jackie is trying to educate Mariah, but Mariah don't care. She's talking about Dr. Jackie, you have some body language that's not good either. You're not a nice person half the time. You be still trying to get folks straight. And it just goes back and forth with their banter until Dr. Jekyll like, I'm not even going to address her anymore. Let me just turn around and just look pretty for the camera. That's pretty much what she was giving us. Then Andy asked Mariah, are you friends with any of these ladies? Then Mariah really wants to say, hell no, and don't care. I just want my check. That's what she really wants to say, y'all. But she dances around the question and says she's getting to know Janice and she's building somewhat of a relationship with Lisa. But Andy was talking about the old crew, such as Dr. Jackie, Simone, Quad, and Toya. He and Dr. Heavenly, of course. He could care less about Janice and whether or not her and Lisa would have a real decent relationship. Since she's totally been ousted from the group anyway because of all her lies and her trying to be what she's really not. Then Mariah needs to be real with the situation. She's scared they're probably will kick her off the show again, and she wants her check. And this gives her life a platform where she can get an extra check. You know what I'm saying? Don't have to depend on Aiden's money. So she needs to bring useless drama. That's what she's being paid to do. I'm pretty sure if anything else. Then we have Darren. They bringing out the men this second half, and Darren comes in and he chimes in and tells Andy, "Thank you for standing up for me against the women, and you were definitely right. I didn't want to come on different scenes of the show when the women weren't doing them, but tearing me down and this, that, and that. I like, man, shut up. You sound like a hurt, scorned woman." Then we move to Curtis. Curtis Wade is about being seen as Dr. Jackie's husband. Basically, he was saying he don't like being seen that way. When he's out in public, he's recognizable to a lot of people that he don't know, but they know him and address him. "Oh, you're Dr. Jackie's husband." "No, I am Curtis. That's who I am." And I'm like, Curtis, stop tooting your horn. This is not your show. Maybe that's what you're mad about. But you need to go and talk to. You need to be a little bit more personable on TV. But ain't nobody gonna give a shit about you. Not really, because your personality sucks. You suck on the inside and you suck on the outside. That makes you a very ugly person. Too arrogant, and it just is what it is. But that was his hang up, being known as Dr. Jackie's husband. Like it's beneath him or something. I think men need to really get a check on themselves. Women are not, well, I'll take that back. Some women are not trying to take your place or your authority as a man and a provider and this, that, and the third, and the head of the household. But act like it. Be gracious. Be more mature when your wife is an educated woman and she is trying to solidify you all's bank account so y'all are good, whether she's the breadwinner or not. And I'm pretty sure Dr. Jackie doesn't even stress that this is her money. She's gonna do what she want to do with it. She makes money. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? I don't get her as throwing it up in his face. He's just taking it personal like a bitch ass man. But anyway, moving on from that, we have Dr. Heavenly husband expresses that he don't like men calling him daddy. Women can call him dad all along, but if Dr. Heavenly around, she don't whoop every woman's ass that come out their mouth daddy. So, but it's kind of eerie because he's a heterosexual man and he's not homophobic. He just, nah, you can't call me dad. That's not even like, it's not a turn on. And it's not something I want another man telling me. So he was just pretty much saying, hey, this is what I don't like and this is what I like. And I don't care what anybody think about it. I'm not going to answer it on why I feel that way. Because I don't even call, I don't have a man anymore. But when I was in a relationship, I didn't call my man daddy. That was reference for the man who helped birth me in this world. That's his accolade. But no, baby, I ain't gonna call you daddy. I can call you anything out the sun, but it won't be dad. So I could definitely feel Dr. Heavenly's husband, Damien, on that. So then Andy asked the men about how they felt about the stripper dance and what they thought the ladies would think about them partaking in that. And Curtis bluntly burst out saying, "Hey, we act like men," and that would be the reaction of a man. I'm like, shut up, because you're too arrogant. You make me think you gay. He's just too butch and too. I don't want to talk about him no more, y'all. Cause he just make my blood boil, and I do have high blood pressure. Whoo! But like, child, if I had to meet you in a dark alley and I was sitting on the top of this thing, boy, your head would be mine. You know what I'm saying? I'd be whopping you upside the head for a doctor jacket. But anyway, moving swiftly along, we go to where Andy shows past clips with the husbands and their interactions. And honey, I truly hated the Curtis scenes, every last one of them, because he was just so disruptive for the mind to even to conceive the shit that he was trying to take Jackie through and the whole crew really didn't care for him one bit. Then we go to where Andy asked Curtis about not going to Hawaii and participating with the women, just that and the third, for Dr. Simone and her husband Cecil's renewal. And then he tells the panel as well as addressing Andy back since he asked the question. He felt that Jackie should have stayed at home and worked on the situation. He had no issues about whether he wanted to attend somebody's renewal. It just wasn't important to him, and his marriage and the situation was more important. So he felt that he did right by staying at home, but he said Jackie should have kept her ass at home too. So y'all know how I feel about Curtis. So I'm gonna move on from that situation. Then Andy, he's just very curious. He want to know, well, damn, what brought y'all to this situation where you felt you could not go and support your so-called friends in this circle for their, renewal? And he was just like, basically, I felt that we needed to work on our situation. And why would I take a situation where I'm not happy? I don't want to be there, and I make it bad or a bad scene where I'm taking my mess with my wife and I'm still volatile about that. And I wouldn't be comfortable or having, to share my business with folks. It just wasn't the right time. And I chose to take care of my thoughts and my household and what was going on it versus going and being happy for another couple. Cause hell, I ain't happy. I like, bitch, bitch, bitch. Anyway, we go on to Andy talking about Eugene and how he felt on some things. And Eugene said he feels at his best when he's at work, because he's the provider. And I'm like, Eugene, you a punk, because most men would say, I have to work because I have to support my family. Not that I feel better at work versus at home. Like, Eugene, Tori done did a number on your head. So Dr. Jackie tells everybody it's a double standard out there, and she's exactly right. Now, when the men, because she's especially saying when a man is looked at as the boss and the provider, because they're making all these late nights turn into mornings, and we don't supposed to question them about where they been, why they working so much, this, that, and third. But when a woman that's in a male predominantly field taking care of patients, doing what she need to do to make sure home good financially, and that her patients are good for their health and their mental stability. She's taking all that in and she's doing the damn thing. And then we got whiny ass Curtis acting like a woman. It's like the roles have flipped, gender reversed on what the providers are supposed to do. So, the roles have been reversed is what I'm trying to say. I like Curtis just a bitch, just a total bitch. He's just a little high school coach teacher, and I guess he wished he would did college coaching or on an NBA level, and he's not. I said it might be your fucking attitude, Curtis, trying to be arrogant in every situation that you think you know about. But anyway, it just goes on to that. So we move on from there, and then Andy brings out. Oh, and then Anna brings out the point why Dr. Jack is the way she is, because she missed out on a lot of opportunities. And the one main thing that you could have given her, Curtis, was a child. You know what I'm saying? Whether you adopted or found some other means to get one. This is what she was meant wanting to do. And she was stressing to everybody. This is what has been hammered down in her head. And she just basically cannot fathom the thought of she never would get that that baby's unconditional love, and she's not willing to sacrifice it because she's going to make it happen with or without Curtis. She's going to live her life. So I'm like, go ahead, Dr. Jackie, go ahead. But that was a hindrance for her, for Curtis not understanding that or willing to even do something about it, other than just what we're not going to do it. I'm not going to be your husband having another baby. I'm just not going to do it. So that's why I wouldn't say she acted out, but that's a void that needs to be filled, and it can be. And that's what Andy was trying to tell Curtis, but Curtis was like, mm. So then Andy asked Curtis, just where are him and Dr. Jackie now? And Curtis, is a loss for words at the moment. I'm like, you was already being outbursted and answering everything else and trying to get your point across. Go on and say what's on your mind now. Then Kurt, then we go to commercial, come back, then Curtis go on and answer, says him and Dr. Jackie are talking about their situation. And Dr. Jackie just put it just sound and just solid for all the viewers who were watching the show. And like her character, she just said, he wants to go, please. So let him go. Because we both need to be happy. I just want him to be happy. I want to be happy. And if that means, we have to go our separate ways pretty much, then let it happen. And I was like, damn good, Jackie. Damn, at least we know you on the same page as the world. And definitely you don't did your due diligence. This man is not going to change. He don't want to change, so fuck him. And probably like I said, he done dipped already out on you because he's too arrogant. And ain't no man going to stay celibate that's not like chasing God fully and want God, to be in him. And then, God says, get you a helpmate. And he has that all in Jackie, but he don't want to reproduce. You know what I'm saying? Even the Lord said, be fruitful and multiply. But I'm like, oh no, honey. And that's a sin right there, to be withholding from your wife, children, as well as, coming together and being intimate with one another. But he's just being spiteful all the way around. I think, hell, he need to be by himself. I don't care. But then we go to the situation where, Doctor, well, not Doctor, but Andy addresses Aiden about the birthday party that Quad had for Gregory, and he was like ousted. So Aiden tells Greg to his face, if the ladies were cutting up, we all said let the ladies handle this shit, but it shouldn't affect us. Like it's guy code. And he checked, and I was glad. I said, damn, Aiden got a voice. So he pretty much checked Dr. Greg on that, and Dr. Greg had to say, yeah, that would have been more manly, the manly thing to do. But like, it was just it was a punk move that Gregory did. Even though Quad was doing the invitations and she was inviting the people, Quad still gave an invitation out. You know what I'm saying? So anything he should have said, well, Aiden could come in, but Mariah, you're not gonna be invited. That's just it. And then Aiden could have known up front. Now I'm not gonna leave my wife out, so I won't come to y'all party, a birthday party either, because you mess with her, you mess with me, and just said it like that instead of fake fraudulently sending her an invitation when you know damn well you didn't want her to come and you had left $50 at the door for if she did come by herself, because maybe Aiden had to work or whatnot. You're gonna give her money to get back home. So that was just crazy, and I would have been on Quad ass about that, because Quad, we can't be doing shit like that. And you have a personality to tell a person whether or not you want to be bothered with them. So you basically should have said, no, Lisa, you're not getting an invitation. We're still working on our relationship. And just how you just went off on me a couple of days ago, I just think it's best that you stay the hell away from me from right now. So, don't get mad. I just don't want to invite you. Okay, and that would have been cool if she didn't do it that way. So then we moved to Mariah. Mariah said she was mad at Quad leaving $50 at the door for her to get home. That was an embarrassment. So, it is what it is. So then they show past clippings of Darren lying. They just show several clips of him lying. um, about issues on the show and stuff, and Dr. Heavenly addresses that. And that was funny. Then Darren tells the panel he's not gay. And he tells Andy he should be offended also about the gay slurs that they throw, on gay people. I'm like, also now you're taking up for the LBGT community now, huh? Oh, okay. All right. Whatever, Darren. Then Darren is caught having a little spat about Clark calling him a doll. And he's like, don't talk to me. I'm not a woman, this, that, and the other. I said, well, the only thing we accused you of was being gay, meaning liking women. Not whether or not you was a woman or not and trying to change sexuality. I'm like, Darren, it would have been best to just keeping your mouth shut. Cause while you fussing with another woman, that just shows you have some feminine techniques. Ain't no man gonna fuss with somebody else's wife. You know what I'm saying? You should have just addressed Cecil. Or you should just Gregory about, their wives. I'm like, girl, man, please. So he pretty much tell Dr. Greg to tell Quad not to call him no dog. So, it is what it is. So then that's when Lisa kind of gets on his behind a little bit about making her look like a fool and this, that, and the third. Then Dr. Simone has the floor and she wants to address Lisa and Darren and say, okay, go ahead. Darren says Cecil had attacked him. And Cecil looking like, when did I attack you? Because, Dr. Simone was addressing that. He said in his confessional that him and Lisa was married for 10 years, and then it was 5 years, and then it was 9 years. So it was just crazy. But she mostly said that you said y'all married for 10 years, but y'all been having problems for 5. So, it's, I'm like, it's what it is. But I was so glad she didn't say shit because, that's a man. That's what man will know you talking fuck shit. They ain't finna get into that. They might cuss you off camera and set you straight. But like I say, Cecil just all good, all good, all good in the neighborhood. And then we go to Lisa. Lisa does get on Darren, and she does address him need to keep his mouth shut. And Dr. Helen said, Lisa, hey, that's the best shit you said all day. I'm glad you check your husband. That's what we would want all season from your ass. Address him on his fake fraudulent shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it out on us. Take it out on his ass because he the one doing the damage. So you know what? Damn, Dr. Helen. So she's kind of having a second look at Lisa. That Lisa did check him in front of all the ladies. She did get her voice out. And this, that, and the other. They were playing clips of her crying about she wanted a baby. Like, baby, you don't need no baby. You need psychological help. Just tie that wound up, honey. You don't need nothing coming back out of that. Not with Darren being the father. No, ma'am. No, Lord. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, Lord. Okay, anyway. Then the man it exits because they don't need him anymore because they're going into the last half of the show. And Curtis said goodbye to all the women. And he touched his woman on the shoulder. I think he touched her. But then he leaves, honey. He ain't staying for the rest of this shit. So we already know Dr. Jack and Dr. Well, it's Curtis. They married in the toilet. It's just who gonna go through the divorce attorney first. You know what it is? That is what it is. Then we have Annie ask the panel who could be the president from what a caller or had wrote in or called in saying, uh, these women can be president, how they going on, they different issues. Dr. Heflin said she would be great as the president of the United States. And everybody like nodding their head in agreement and stuff. I said, hell no, nope. Dr. Heflin, you will tell everyone when you get mad, when you in a discussion about maybe a crisis or terrorism, you call everybody talking about your mama this, they breath stank, did not. No, we don't need that, Dr. Heflin. Stay doing tea, baby. Stay what you know. So then Andy showed clips about the search for Simone's father and the trip that the ladies had took who were invited to go with her. It was a very emotional moment for all the women that had lost their father, and they did address it on the show. Then we moved to where Andy shows clips of the women at their parties, hosting for each other and the drama that followed it. And then Dr. Helen just broke it down saying, hey, if we had more fabulous parties, if we wanted it to stay calm and kosher and everybody just getting along, having a good time, we just couldn't invite Mariah and Lisa because they the shit starters, pretty much. Then we go to commercial, come back, and it's having the ladies to tell something nice about, the ones that he wants to. And all of them pretty much said good things about each other. Of course they would. It's the reunion time. But it may be the tides have turned when it comes to Lisa now. They might be trying to open up a little door for her to come back. They still not trusting her. They still want to watch her. But at least they know, okay, we did see her try to get Darren ass straight. So she ain't that stupid. She does tend to listen to us just a little bit. Just a little bit. So I believe they do bring them back. They can bring the damn whole cast back. They can. Yeah, it'll be okay. Cause now, unless Lisa fall back and her old ways and still try to defend Darren, cause he ain't got a leg to stand on. He don't have a leg to stand on. And how he acted towards the women during this reunion, that's fake fraudulent shit that he did, and he needs to be checked on that one. But hey, it is what it is. So that was my take of Married to Medicine part 2 season of the reunion. with it being said, as Married to Medicine Season 4, Episode 16, Reunion Part 2. Didn't give me my chuckles, but it was an eye opener, like I said at the beginning of my session. A lot of things were expressed, a lot of things were definitely shown to be enlightful. So that was very, very good on everybody's part. So that's all I had, guys. Y'all take care, and I will definitely be doing the American Medicine season when they come back with season, I guess, 5. It was. Oh, let's see, was it? Yeah, season 5 if they get one. All right, blessings, you all. Bye bye.